What's up, everybody? This is Goddess Kendra. Thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to do a video about Basketball Wives LA Season 10, Episode 1 through 4. Did you notice some of the old cast is back? You got Brooke, you got Duffy, and you got British. And I also noticed that Evelyn Lozado and OG are not on the show. I'm still wondering if her allegations of colorism of the show is the reason why she's not there and why Evelyn's not there, and if she's sued. So, oh my God, some of the ladies look different. You could definitely tell that they've gotten some work done. So, Shaunie eventually invites these women to come back on the show. The first episode starts off with Doug and Christy. Oh my God. It starts off with Doug and Jackie getting married again. They've been together for 26 years. The previous year, they were not able to do their wedding vows over again because of COVID. And I just found out that it's a family tradition for the family to renew over and over again. So one concern that I really want to talk about is really why Malaysia and Brandy are not talking to each other. Allegedly, Brandy says that Malaysia never reached out to her when her father passed away. And Malaysia says, well, I didn't know. I kind of don't believe her if the ladies have the same type of circle. Then I would say after Brandy left, Malaysia alleges they hadn't spoken 3 years. So I would think, looking in, the reason why they're not friends or have drama is really because Malaysia was on the show and Brandy was kicked off because Shaunie said your services are done, which is messed up. Like, I don't care if you're the creator of a show or what the case is. I don't ever brown nose anybody. And the only boss one has is their mother and father. Just because you work for someone does not make you someone's boss. So then I found out that Miss British broke up with her fiance because he cheated, she cheated, which I'm glad she admitted to doing so. And she feels that the growth is not going on, and he has a whole domestic partner in California. And then Malaysia's going through some things because her ex-husband isn't paying child support for the children, and being a single mother is nothing new. And just, I don't know, I'm really not feeling Malaysia's vibe and energy. Congratulations to Duffy on her new baby girl with her fiance, Iman. But struggling as a mother or a single mother is nothing new. I mean, I'm not married and I have children, but I'm blessed to have someone who loves me, my children, enough where we make it work. And I wonder how Brandy and her husband's doing, because on the previous seasons, her husband was cheating as well. And she wasn't ready to trust. She has a ring on, so I'm assuming everything is okay. Or you can't really believe what you see and hear on TV. What happened? Jackie, so the ladies ended up going to some type of dating, speed dating. And of course, Jackie, being messy, calls British's ex-fiance over and was like, y'all should get back together. Which, when people break up and things like that, you should definitely stay out of someone's business. And I respect the fact that how British checked Jackie, like, you need to stay out of people's business. Congratulations to Angel Brinks and Rockstar from Love and Hip Hop on their unborn baby. Obviously now they've had the child. She's having a boy. I know she was nervous to tell her mother about her baby daddy, but the vibe I got, and I'm not even trying to be funny, is Angel's mother is racist because he saw how she was looking at him. But then I'm glad his father broke the ice and really talked to her, which makes it a little bit easier. Also, as a man, you would think, even though I'm not with my wife anymore, you would help financially. So Malaysia went back to Atlanta, Georgia to get her kids, and then basically they downsized the house or her space. Obviously, she can't afford it, but I'm proud that she's grinding. But one thing she did that I did not like was she definitely invited Zell. Zell is definitely messy. I remember watching Love and Hip Hop when he slapped Mr. Charles in his face. He ended up getting into it with Masika Kalisha, and just like his energy's really messy. And anytime I really see him on TV, he's always arguing with people. Like, is that just to be seen? So I believe Malaysia brought him to the party to be messy and go ha ha ha, which that shit is not cool, because you know how people are and you shouldn't try to just dig at them and hurt them. Even my friends right now, we all live in a different state, and just because we may not talk every day does not mean that I'm mad at them. And even if we're not talking, unless we establish we're not friends, and even if so, I will call and be like, I'm sorry, so-and-so, that your parent passed away. And I know how that feels because my father passed away, so I definitely feel for Brandy. I forgot to mention she's back as well. But this season is about to be messy. And then, what was her name? Norita? One of them girls who was arguing with OG posted something like, ooh, I'm finna taste some baby shower on wedlock food. And then say, oh, I thought that was funny. No, woman. You are throwing shade because Angel and Rockstar are not married. And at the end of the day, to me, whether you're married or not doesn't matter. As long as it works for you, I love it. And here's a problem I have with women. We as women, we sit up here and we tear each other down. 1 minute we want to be cool with a motherfucker. Then the next minute we want to act like mortal enemies and start telling business and doing this stuff to each other. As women, we should stick together. It doesn't matter what your nationality is. We should stick together because it's a man's world. Meaning, in a corporate world, I could have a whole degree, but the man will always make more than me because he's a man. Anyways, that was very disrespectful. And I like the fact that Shanice told Jackie, I'm not able to make it because of the flight delay. So that's being real. But I could see the messiness going on in here. Also, why, shade Angel? I know she said she was a high pregnancy, but to say that on social media isn't cool. And I'm glad the circle of girls brought that to Rockstar's attention, because I wouldn't want anybody in my house who's going to start all this drama and be messy and say these horrible things about me and my child online, because like I feel you talk about my child, I deserve to beat your ass, period. So they kindly escorted that woman out of the house. And then on the next episode, which would be episode 5, Jackie Christie asked Angel, are you really happy about your relationship? Because I've been told you're not really happy. The only person who was able to say something about it or heard anything about it was definitely Duffy. And then it just all goes downhill. And I always say be careful who you talk about or what you tell your business to, because people are not your friend. They will pretend that they love you to death, but any moment they will come and shade you and act weird. And my thing is, like, certain conversations need to be said not in front of everybody, because I would definitely feel attacked if my friends come to talk to me and there's 5 or 6 of them. I feel if we really have concerns as grown adults, we will sit down and talk to one another about our concerns, but we don't do it in front of everybody. And then another thing is the way that Malaysia and Brandy continuously fight with one another and is getting physical. I mean, I could definitely tell that Brandy misses Malaysia, but there's something else I feel Malaysia's definitely not saying. And I don't know what it is, but ever since she threw that table at Jennifer and alleged that she was talking about Evelyn's daughter and was like, how do you be aggressive like that, throw a table, then start crying and you want sympathy? After that, I haven't really been really on wanting to deal with Malaysia. Like, she's a whole ass irritating person. And after that, I knew she wasn't nothing. Like, not like that, but like, to have to get physically violent to express yourself is ghetto as hell. And out of all the arguing and bickering that Brandy and Malaysia has done, for some reason, I trust exactly what Brandy has been saying about Malaysia. She's like, this is a character flaw about you, and like, I'm not really liking it. And I get it. Like, as a human being, you would have sympathy for someone who lost their parent, or anybody to that degree, you know what I mean? You would be like, how's it going? But you can't. See, the problem is nowadays people are so damn prideful that we, the people, can't put our pride aside. We read what the magazine or media has to say. We believe what's on the idiot box. And I feel like people honestly don't care about people. And it's disgusting because your coworkers, I get it. Maybe some of them are really friends, but like, people that I know at work, my coworkers, associates, friends, I could tell when someone I'm around is not being themselves, and I'm definitely not going to kick them when they're down, because that's bullshit to me. You don't do that. And I feel like they, meaning Brandy and Malaysia, had plenty of time to talk to one another before they started filming. Like, I'll give you an example. I thought I said something to a coworker. That person was definitely a little distance. And so what I did was I gave them the space. We would text when we weren't at work. And I kindly said, hey, are you okay? Did I say something to offend you? And then he said no. So if I can talk like this, what's the deal? I feel like Malaysia's not being 100% honest. And at the end of the day, 15 years of friendship isn't worth throwing away. Like, I can see myself not wanting to talk about one of my coworkers and rekindling stuff, but someone you've known that long, that's worth salvaging. And like, when talking to one another, you can't just be hell of aggressive and yelling, because my thing is, you can tell me why the hell you're pissed off, but to just start wanting to get mad aggressive and act stupid, that does not work for me. And I will not listen to what your dumbass has to say. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to my video. Shout out to my supporters and shout out to my haters. Please subscribe and have a wonderful